What is up, everyone? We are here on the PokeMMO off season, I guess, which is gonna be fun. I'm gonna have a couple things to talk about. We're gonna do an hour of grinding or so, then maybe just messing around with some stuff, and then at the end of the stream, I'll probably play some Straftat because I really enjoy that game. But that is the plan today. I'm going to pull up the live chat, and we will jump into stream. Hope you guys are all doing well. All right. Sweet. All right, let me make this bigger so I can see it better. That's good. All right. And boom, there we go. Welcome over to the stream, y'all. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys had a fantastic event season. Hope you are excited for the PokeMMO off season, and I hope you are enjoying other games as well, because I certainly will be. I think we are going to be transitioning away from just hard grinding PokeMMO into playing some other more interesting games. But that's okay. In the meantime, we're going to do an hour of grinding because I have spent all the way down to 1 million on mostly Pokemon like this. Just Cherish Ball Pokemon that I thought were cool. So yeah, okay, let's get into it. Where's my red team is such a good question. Yeah, my boxes are just in disarray. Oh, it's right here. Huzzah. Boom. Awesome. Okay, nice. Let's go. We're gonna head over to red. We're gonna get our money grind going. We're gonna do an hour today, and yeah, hopefully you should make like half a mil. So bring us up to 1.5, which would be very nice. I don't really want to dip below a million Pokeyen ever again in this game. It's kind of the goal. Well, I'm actually about to, literally right now when I buy this Riches Charm, so that's incredible. But we'll make it back in 5 minutes, so no worries there, no worries there. Let's get going, chat. Let's get going. We've got money to grind. Oh, and yeah, my keybinds got ruined for some reason. Awesome. Okay, cool. How we doing today? I'm doing really well, Raleigh. I hope you are as well. Welcome back to the stream, man. Welcome back to the stream. We're just rebuilding the account after the Lunar New Year event. It's been fun, man. It's been fun. A lot of cool stuff. I'm actually gonna grab some repels actually before we start because I used like all of them in the Lunar New Year event, and I was just like so busy I didn't even have time to buy more. So let's do that now while we're not on a time crunch. Yeah, I'm gonna buy 20 normal repels. How many we got of all the rest? Buy another 10 max repels. That's fine. All right, so we have started off the money grind. 120k in the red. Incredible. That is always how this goes when I'm playing PokeMMO. I'm grinding money and they're like, wait, actually I want to spend 100k here, I want to spend 100k there. And then all of a sudden, all the money I grind has already gone into items or whatever I bought. Or Pokemon or something. Anyway, let's go, man. Enough dilly-dallying. We have burned down the funds on this account. And that's okay, though. That's okay, because I think it's just investments, and I think that they're going to prove very worthwhile. I expect 6 months from now to be quite a rich man in this game. You can click the up arrow to get your keybinds back. Oh, great, dude! I didn't even know that. So there's multiple. Yo, thank you for saying that, Jedge. So I must have accidentally clicked this. I saw. Okay, wait. Yeah, I saw. Dracula said that in the last stream. I didn't know what he was talking about. He just said up arrow. And I was like, what? That must have been what he was talking about. Okay, thank you. We're back. We're back in the game, fellas. Alright, so yeah, we're going to grind a bit of money. I'm going to talk a little bit about the PokeMMO event season and what I'm looking forward to in the off season. And you guys feel free to leave your thoughts and opinions as well in the chat. I think it's just a good thing to talk about. Obviously very topical since the event season just ended. I'm very curious to see what you guys think. First things first, though, let me just jump into this red fight before I get ahead of myself, and then I'll be able to turn my brain off a little bit more on the gym run, and we can kind of get into that conversation. But let me get up here real quick before we start. Okay. Incredible. Here we are. Okay. I have the documentation for this pulled up on my second monitor. So I'm going to quickly take a look at that. And we're going to start. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, spamming the wrong button. Okay, incredible. Great start. All right, here we go. Here we go, chat. Another red fight. Yet another one. We've almost done a year of red fights on this account, which is just insane. Actually insane. I can just show that because I think it's kind of cool. 48 times. I'm 4 fights away from doing a year's worth of red fights in this game, which is nuts. Okay, and we get yet again a Gliscor lead. Let me know what you guys think about this. This has got to just be random. Like, it's just got to be, like, weird. I swear to God, most of the time that I fight red, I get this team with the Gliscor lead. I don't know. It's got to just be, like, weird RNG, like, just coincidence. But I swear to God, most of the time, I'm playing this team. Anyway, pretty simple route, actually. Sack Jolteon, send Infernape, Encore, and then set up with Gliscor, 2 Swords Dance, 1 Rock Polish, and Sweep. Easy peasy. I'm going to pull the chat back up because I know how to do this route. Because, like I said before, I've done it so many times. 2 Swords Dance, 1 Rock Polish, Sweep, so no sweat. Okay. Will you do an off-season guide video or something similar? Yeah, that's actually a great idea. That's actually a great idea, you know? I think that's a great idea. Yes, I will, actually. I didn't even consider that. I think that's a good idea, though. I will. So let's start talking about that. Okay, first things first, I want to give my thoughts on the event season. In the last stream, at the end of the last stream. Was it last stream? No, 2 streams ago. Because last stream we did Terrakion. 2 streams ago, I was very, very critical of the devs, and I still am. But we're just going to, like, wrap that up and say, devs, figure your shit out. People are getting fed up, and that's going to be a long-term problem. We're just going to move on from that, though. Okay. The event season as a whole was incredible. I just wanted to say that as well, because we could, like, you know, we can have nuanced opinions on this channel. We don't have to pick a side and die with it. This event season was incredible. So personally, just for myself, this was the most enjoyable event season that I have ever participated in. Okay? And again, that's just subjective opinion, so it doesn't, you know, whatever. But I think that, at least for me, I know that that is true for me. And I can give a couple of points to kind of explain my reasoning. I've talked about this a little bit before, but yes, I started this YouTube channel just to show cool games that I've been playing and wanted to talk about on YouTube, and yeah, like just for the love of the game, really. And then, you know, I play a ton of PokeMMO, and you guys really enjoy the PokeMMO content because I can probably give, or like, let's say like my level of expertise in all the games that I show on this channel is highest in PokeMMO, which makes sense why that is by far the most popular content on this channel. And yeah, so at the start of the Halloween event, that really kind of got the ball rolling for me and my channel in the PokeMMO community, which was just incredible. And also, I just had a ton of fun with it. That was when I knew, like, even before the event started, that I was going to set a challenge for myself to make a raid guide video on every single raid that has come out in this game. And we have technically not achieved that because I didn't make one on Heatran, and I've talked about that too before. It's just because it's so old, and there's a great video by Cav, which I just follow. I do the dig strat. There's also a great video by Oddroid and Jinx Boone for the rain strat. So like there's already videos for that. And I said this in the last stream, I'm gonna probably make one anyway, just for the sake of completing that challenge that I've set for myself. So what I intend to do for the Heatran thing is I already have the dig team. I'm going to make the rain team, and then I'll do a video comparing and contrasting the two of them and just kind of going in depth into talking about Heatran. So yeah, we're technically not done yet, but excluding Heatran, I was able to accomplish that goal. So hold on, wait, let me really quickly grab my gym running team. 2 seconds, and then we'll continue talking about this. You know what? Let me just put this team down actually first before I get ahead of myself. Okay. grab the Ninetales, or grab Pelly is fine too. Oh, okay. Where's the rest of my team here? We got Blastoise, Honchkrow. Where'd that Ninetales go, man? Okay, Heatran. Awesome. Give that a Scarf. And then I can level something in the back. Let's level the Zapdos. Let me also grab Specs for Blastoise and Scarf. Ooh, I'm going to have to steal that from one of my gym run teams, but that's okay. I can just take it from you. That's okay. Okay. 1 second. I'm going to keep talking about this stuff. Black Glasses probably is good. No, not Black Belt. Yeah, Black Glasses. All right, cool. Let's jump into it. Okay, so yeah, I was talking about Halloween and starting out on my journey of creating a raid guide video for every single raid in this game, which I was successful with, which was just an incredible accomplishment. Again, we've talked about this so much on this channel. Clearly, raids in PokeMMO is like my favorite thing in PokeMMO, and potentially just my favorite gaming experience in general, at least if you look on my YouTube channel. So yes, that was an awesome achievement to set out. Like, it was a pretty high goal to set out, and it was incredible to accomplish it. And of course, you know, shout out to all the people that helped me along that journey. You guys have seen them if you've been watching the videos or keeping up with the streams. Some familiar faces. So that was just awesome. Just for myself to like accomplish that goal, and for the channel as well. It grew. It like kind of like started the like me actually seeing traction on this channel. Was Halloween, which was really cool. Also, just for the actual Halloween event, it was incredible. We saw that was the first time that we saw random battles as a event staple, which I really enjoy. I really enjoy the random battles as an event staple. It also was finally a way for people that enjoy PvP to earn good rewards. In Halloween, it wasn't like the greatest thing ever. It got better over time. Like, Lunar New Year event was definitely the best rewards for that. But, you know, they're figuring it out. So that was cool as well, just for the PvPers to have something that actually paid them well. Now, it wasn't OU, so like you know, that's still a problem, but at least for the event season, if you wanted to play PvP and make good money, there was a way of doing that, right? So that was nice, at least. And then, of course, there was Pumpkin Hard Mode, and I've talked about this, of Halloween being my favorite event because of Pumpkin Hard Mode. Not first of all, just because it's something very enjoyable to grind, because it's not like you have to like adapt sometimes during the runs. It's not like clear and cut. There are clean runs, and then there's, you know, you learn how to do pumpkin better, and you learn how to run pumpkin without following a guide by running it, and it's just very enjoyable. Like, you feel like you're actually getting better at stuff and learning the strategy, and yeah, like adapting on the fly. It's just fun. Pumpkin Hard Mode is a fun thing to grind. Anyway, that the Christmas event did not have. We did not have a fun thing to grind like that. And then Lunar New Year had Abundant Shrine, which I did not find as enjoyable as Pumpkin Hard Mode. That's just my opinions on it, but whatever. And then the other really cool thing about Pumpkin Hard Mode that I wanted to talk about was the fact that you could breed for profit in the Halloween event very well because of Pumpkin Hard Mode. There were specific Pokemon, for instance, Wide Guard, Aerodactyl, or like very specific IV Gothitelle to breed for profit, and it was worth a ton of money, and you could make a ton of money doing that. It breathed some life back into certain egg groups when people have been complaining about Pokemon IVs being devalued, and, you know, I actually like don't fully agree with that, but you know, just for the sake of saying that, for the people that were concerned about that, it definitely breathed some life back into breeding for profit, which was an incredible way to start the event season. Halloween event in general was just awesome. How would you rank these three events? No, I can't. Objectively, even though Halloween I had the most fun on, I have to say objectively Lunar New Year is at the top, and then Halloween, and then Christmas. But anyway, moving on, then we had Christmas event, and yes, that was my least favorite event. There are some great things about Christmas event, though, which I wanted to point out. I think most notably being the shiny rate boost, because for event season, there's not a ton of content for shiny hunters. Really what you have is like increase swarms and rare swarms if you wanted to like check for like certain species. Like I saw in a Petrowski video, somebody pulled a secret shiny Monferno from a swarm. So like you have stuff like that, which is cool for the shiny hunters, I guess. But I don't know. That's really all you have is like unique swarms to check. That's really it. So for Christmas event, they got a shiny rate boost, which was awesome because they had something to, they had something to grind themselves that they enjoyed and was worthwhile. Like if you weren't participating in the Christmas event itself, you were just shiny hunting, you were actually playing the event efficiently because you're utilizing the boost, which is temporary, right? So that was really cool. I personally didn't have a ton of, or like, okay, yeah, let me put it that way. Christmas event was my least favorite event because a lot of reasons. There wasn't something good to grind. So like instead of having something to grind like Pumpkin or like Abundant Shrine, even though I didn't like Abundant Shrine, we had the shiny rate boost instead. And so for myself, who's a non-shiny hunter, I didn't find that as enjoyable. However, I still like recognize that that is very cool for the event season in general to have that for the shiny hunters. Okay. Also, Christmas event, we saw the first new seasonal raid. So it was the same raid Pokemon, but new fights, new mechanics, and new solves. So that was also really, really cool. As someone who's most interested in raids, I was nervous, especially coming from Halloween, which I believe was just the exact same. It was cool to see that the devs still had some creativity and would challenge the community rather than the community just following the exact same guide as last year. So that was really cool to require new strategies, new solves, new Pokemon, etc. Even though the Pokemon were the exact same. In the future, I actually hope that they change the Pokemon and don't have them the exact same. But at least for now, that was very cool to see. That's pretty much my thoughts on Christmas. Of course, I skipped over this. We got Cresselia in Halloween, which was a great start to the event season, setting the tone that more legendary raids were coming. And then Christmas following up with that with the hardest raid we've ever seen in Meloetta was a fantastic follow-up. So that's also just incredible. That's also why I think this event season was better than last year's, because we got the legendary raids. Also, I kind of skipped over Articuno. My bad. Articuno was fun. That was really cool. I hope that that trend continues in the future of seeing 5-star raids, and I predict it would be Regice next year. So look out for the Regis coming to the game soon, and Regice being filling the slot that Suicune did 2 years ago, Articuno did this year. Yes, so that's exciting to look forward to. Christmas event is a lot of fun. Also, Christmas is just a busy time for people in general, so I think that yeah, it kind of just gets the least played because it's during Christmas, which is fine. That's no fault of the event. You know what I mean? It's just kind of how it is. But yeah, anyway, that was Christmas. And then we had Lunar New Year event, the Lunar New Year event, which we just finished, which in my opinion is objectively the best event. Even though I had the most fun on Halloween, which is true. Excuse me. The Lunar New Year event, in my opinion, is the best event, well, that I've ever played, objectively. Again, it's kind of weird because I'm talking about, you know, sorry, I'm talking about, like, hold on. I'm talking about I had the most fun on Halloween, but I think Lunar New Year is the best. In my head, it makes sense. In my head, it makes sense, and I'll kind of talk about it. But yes, I think the Lunar New Year event is the best event that we've ever seen. Again, that's subjective. Whatever. Yes, and let's talk about why. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about the swarms. We didn't even talk about the swarms with the other two events. That's just an event staple of something to grind to make money. And make, you know, earn the mysterious cherish balls. So that's fine, right? That's whatever. But in the Lunar New Year event, even though I didn't actually complete this grind, because again, it's the third time we've seen this and I was getting tired of it and I didn't really feel like doing it. The only swarm event that I actually finished was Halloween. I didn't finish Christmas, I didn't finish Lunar New Year. But that's okay, whatever. That was just up to me, and I decided not to finish it. Objectively, it is the best swarm grind out of the events because of the fact that you get to also battle the Zodiac Masters, and you get a vanity. So in Halloween we got the froggy hat, in Christmas we got the penguin hat, whatever. Those are kind of like nothing burger items. The festive lion mask, even though I don't think it's that cool, is objectively a cooler vanity than the froggy hat or the penguin hat, just based on like the total amount of pixels and like color variety and just all that. Like, it's just a better vanity. And it's also worth more, I'm pretty sure. So, yes, the Swarm Grind in Lunar was the best of all of the events. Also, we got, again, the same raid Pokemon, but different raid mechanics, different strategies, different ways of solving it, following up with the Christmas event. So, an incredible way of continuing the tone set by Christmas, of having the same raid Pokemon, but having unique raids. So that was awesome for Lunar, just following up with that. We saw a couple of quite difficult raids, actually, in the Lunar for the 4 stars, I will admit. The 3 stars were quite easy, but the 4 stars actually held up that level of difficulty, which I was very excited to see, because I think in Christmas, the difficulty curve was slightly off, and some of the 3-star raids were harder than the 4-star raids, which was kind of weird. But in the Lunar, I think it really was good. Like, all the 3 stars were very doable, and then the 4 stars were actually kind of difficult. They required unique strategies, and yeah, not just free, not free by any means. So that was really cool, actually. The raids for Lunar, just in general across the board, was incredible. Next thing to talk about is let's swap to Blastoise, actually. Hold on, let me just lock in real quick for this. Oh, that's fine. Just Water Spout and Erupt. Okay, talking about the raids. In the Lunar New Year event, we got 3 new 6-star raids, being Cobalion, Virizion, and Terrakion, which is incredible. That is the most 6-star raids we have ever had added to the game at one point in time. So, that just has to be mentioned. That is super, super cool. W to the devs for that, for adding 3 6-star raids at one point in time. Just, like, that is actually so cool. It is actually so cool. We've been talking a lot, over time about how PokeMMO needs more late-game content, and in my opinion, 6-star raids is the absolute best way of implementing that. There's other ways as well. To be fair, I don't want to say it. Like, there is other answers to this question, but adding 6-star raids to the game, which are permanent, is an incredible answer, because there's so much content with 6-star raid being added. There is, first of all, like, the world's first race and the solve, which is like, and it's like, that's its own kind of journey, and like, that's very cool and fun, especially to keep up with the news on how that is going. So like, that's kind of like, it adds its own like little race to the game, which is very fun. And then also after the fact, after the like agreed upon best solve that everyone should make is put out to the community, now there is 6 new Pokemon to make per position. So there's even like up to like 24. So it's like 6 to 24 new Pokemon for every person to make for each 6-star raid. So that's incredible, where there's new unique Pokemon to make for different accounts and stuff. And then also, yeah, there's just a new activity to do. There's the new raid to do. There's new legendaries added to the game, which shakes up the meta, shakes up general PvE stuff, and shakes up PvP as well. So just it's just incredible. Adding legendary raids, adding 6-star permanent raids is a fantastic way of adding endgame content to this game. They're also locked behind Pokedex, so it gives you much more of an incentive to complete the Pokedex. So yes, that's awesome. I think because they added the 3 6-star raids, it was the best rendition of swarms that we had, and the seasonal raids were up to par. I think it is just fair to say that the Lunar New Year event was objectively the best event that we have seen, at least in this event season, and if you ask me, in the entire history of PokeMMO. So there you go. That's my thoughts on event season. Across the board, positive. There were, of course, changes that people were not super stoked about during this time. One of them being the Choice Trick nerf, which I've talked about before on this channel. I agree that the strategy of tricking a choice item onto an NPC who is too stupid to switch out is a kind of lame way of defeating Red and the E4. However, I don't agree with the way that they nerfed it. I would have preferred if they had nerfed the strategy by forcing the NPC to switch out when they get tricked with choice item, not allowing them to cheat and throw it away. It is what it is. I've talked about that before. And there was also complaints about the Scrappy nerf, which I actually also agree with. And then there was changes to raids, which I do not agree with. If you guys had seen my stream 2 days ago, quite actually upset about that, and I think that people should talk about that more. I already kind of talked about that on stream for like 20 minutes of just whining and bitching and moaning, so we're not going to run that back as much as I would like to, but we're just going to move on. And then also actually nerfs to money grinding in general, which is like kind of more abstract of nerfs that different people complain about in different ways. I'm not going to get into that either, but again, this is kind of just adding up to the general frustration of the PokeMMO community with the devs. And again, we're not going to talk about that again. Whatever. Feel free to give your opinions though in chat of like what you are more upset about or what not. And yeah, I'm just going to move on though. Okay. That is event season. I think in its entirety, there was also a bunch of new hype added to the game. New players joining and, you know, coming to my YouTube channel as well as others to, seek out advice and learn from the community and just engage and become a part of the community, which is always incredible. Event season is always like a spike in player base, so that's awesome. And that's it. I think that's my thoughts really on the event season. Generally, very positive. Generally, very positive. I also didn't switch in my Ninetales like a goober. That's okay. Okay. Now, going towards the off-season, what am I excited for? Oh, sorry, I skipped over some things. Actually, really quickly, I want to mention this. Mysterious Balls adding new Pokemon to the game, adding unique alphas, and adding, more importantly, hidden ability Pokemon that have yet to be seen in this game. For instance, Regenerator Slowbro, and then some returning ones like hidden ability Excadrill and hidden ability Ninetales. Not Ninetales, sorry. Hidden ability Ampharos. So, very cool Pokemon being added to the game. That's actually, like, super significant, and I kind of skipped over. Another reason why the Lunar New Year event is the best event out of all the three is that you can invest in these very rare and very good Pokemon that you can breed up in the next coming months and sell for a significant profit, which is what I will be doing, as if you guys saw my PC box at the start of the stream. So yes, that is worthwhile to mention as well. Now, going into the off season, what am I excited for? I am excited for setting my own goals and accomplishing them at my own time frame. The event season in general is a massive rush. It's like a big rush to do all of the things that the devs have laid out for us, the goals that the devs have set for us. And again, that's just incredible as well. Just the events in general. I'm like, just wanted to say that it's really cool seeing actual goals set for the PokeMMO community by the devs, which in general are enjoyable to accomplish and rewarding as well. So that's really cool. However, it is a bit of a burnout. Like I said before, myself and a lot of other players really burn out on grinding swarms because it's not the most engaging piece of content, if you ask me, and I think any reasonable player would agree with that sentiment, that it is just not really the most engaging form of content. But that's just one aspect of the events. But yes, so it is nice to have time to take things slowly, plan for the future, and do the things that I prioritize, not what the devs set as a goal for me, just the things that I think are interesting and want to do myself. And what are those goals going to be? That is going to be preparing for PvP. That's going to be building new PvP Pokemon, building new PvP teams, using the new legendaries added to the game, and hopefully being successful in that. That is the goal. And I'm very excited for that. There's other things as well. I would like to catch a shiny Magikarp. There's other cool things to do as well. But that is what I am most interested in right now. Sure, I guess it goes Zapdos. The other things for the off-season, which I'm excited for, is preparing for the content that was already added in the past. So, for instance, making... I already told my thoughts about this, and I'm not super stoked about it. But making a new Meloetta team. Hooray! A new Meloetta team, because it got nerfed. Huzzah. But whatever, right? Whatever. And other things like that, like, I have to make the Heatran team, like I said before, because I want to make that video, comparing and contrasting the two different ways of beating Heatran. and just general stuff like that. Just making sure that I'm up to date with all the content that is in the game, and that I am like I have full access to all of the late game activities in PokeMMO. That's going to be fun, and that's what I would recommend for most people. When you're asking, when Rawi said, will you do an off-season guide? That would be my biggest recommendation, is that new players should focus on, first and foremost, completing the Pokedex and building a red team. That will help you out so much, because red is the fastest way of making money in this game, bar none. It's just far and away the best moneymaker in all of PokeMMO. I will give the caveat of flipping and of sniping. However, I still wanted to just mention, and I think it's worthwhile to say this, is that if you like average out, you know, like, again, you can only do red once a week, and it takes you around 5 minutes to beat red, okay? So you can't do it all the time, where you can flip and snipe all the time. However, if you were to like average out the money per hour of just doing red, it is very difficult to beat that with flipping and sniping. So like, usually I give the caveat, this is the best money maker in the game besides flipping and sniping, but in reality, I don't actually think flipping and sniping is better than red. The only reason it is because you can do it indefinitely. Like, there's no like time limit or cooldown for flipping and sniping. You can just do it whenever you feel like it. Whereas red, it's once a week. But yes, I would recommend that. I would recommend complete the Pokedex and build a red team. After that, I would recommend to pick out whatever your favorite 6-star raid is and build that team and get that one done, and then go down the list as I've shown on stream and in my videos that I was doing, really like as soon as possible. But feel free to take your time in that in the off season. There's no rush. But yes, I would recommend pick out whatever legendary you want OT, and then go for that one, and then kind of go down the list as you complete them. Other things to do in the off season is shiny hunt. Again, like I said, I want to catch a shiny Magikarp. That would be very fun. I intend on doing that before the next event season, catching a shiny Magikarp. And just generally enjoying the game. You know, play with friends, whatever. Set your own challenges and complete your own challenges, and set your own goals, complete your own goals. And just enjoy the game. Make cool Pokemon that you find enjoyable and use them. That's like what you should do. There's no like time frame or time limit or suggestion by the devs of how you should play the game. Just enjoy it how you find enjoyable, and then also make sure that you are ready for the next event season. If you were successful in last year's event season, there's probably not much that you have to do. However, if you were a player that joined during this last event season, there's probably quite a lot actually that you have to do, and I would recommend going through my and other players, other YouTubers, guides on event seasons in general, so like last year's guides, and just trying to absorb knowledge and best prepare for the upcoming event season. So for instance, make a pumpkin hard mode team in the off season. That's going to serve you well. Or just start building out your raid boxes. If you don't have a good raid box, start building out your raid boxes. I've done plenty of videos about that, as well as other people with recommendations, and of course as well just the raid guides themselves. Like I said before, I have posted every single raid guide in this game besides Heatran for you for free. Just go watch it and like just absorb some information, see what Pokemon we're using and reusing over and over, and probably start with those. For the sake of talking about that, fire and fighting types just in general for the seasonal raids, incredible. Start there and then go from there. Of course, I just always want to say this because new players often come into my stream and say, I just made the fire team, is that good enough? Of course it's not. Of course it's not good enough to just build the fire team. If you've been keeping up with the streams, if you've been keeping up with the videos, seeing the raids, obviously no, you cannot just build a fire team and win all the raids. However, it's a great place to start. It's going to give you the most value out of any other team, would be a competent fire type team, and then a fighting type team. And then it kind of goes down the list. I would say like rock, electric, dark types. Water types, actually. Rain is becoming better and better over time. And then ice types, bug types. But you don't need a full team of bug types. I would say just have Volcarona, Scizor, Heracross. But you wanted a full team of ice types. And then after that, I think you're good on seasonal raids. After that, it would be breeding specific teams for 6-star raids. You wouldn't just be guessing. You would be breeding specific Pokemon with specific IVs, nature, moveset, etc. For that. Okay, that is what to do in the PokeMMO off season. Is there anything else? Yes, there is. Go outside and touch some grass. Or, if you don't feel like touching grass, play a different game. That's fine as well. But yes, I think that's also what I'm very excited for in the PokeMMO off season, like being serious, is not playing PokeMMO. I'm going to obviously continue playing this game. We're going to continue making content on this, continue streaming it, continue making videos, all of the good stuff. But I'm also very excited to be able to finally have some time on this YouTube channel to show off other games that I really enjoy. And that's what I would also recommend to other players. It's a great time to enjoy other things in your life. They don't even have to be video games, just whatever. Like, you have, the rush is over. Take a break, take a breath, be like, okay, I accomplished this is awesome, and then do your own thing. But again, whether that be IRL stuff or whether that be video games as well, and just playing different video games, like, yeah, enjoy it, man. Okay, I threw somehow. Okay, whatever. Let's just do this, I guess. But yes, I'm very, very excited to play other games on this channel, most notably of which I've been talking about for a while, but I've just been busy with PokeMMO, is Kaizo Mario. I'm actually very, very excited to finally be able to bring Kaizo Mario to this channel. I'm actually quite nervous because I've talked about this before. I'm quite good, actually, at Mario. However, with the caveat being not with the SNES controller, and I also bought a knockoff SNES controller, which might not be the most incredible thing in the world. I haven't like plugged it and tested it out yet, but I'm like honestly low-key nervous of like having to relearn some mechanics for Mario. But yes, for Mario Maker and Mario Maker 2, I'm actually quite good at the game. But that's using a different controller, which I cannot use for Kaizo Mario, and I'm actually kind of nervous about that. But that's okay. That's besides the point. That's not really the point of this of what we're talking about. The point of what we're talking about is enjoying other games, and for me, myself, bringing other awesome content to you guys. That's what I'm very excited about. Starting with, like I said, Kaizo Mario, there's also going to be some more Minecraft content on this channel. I've taken a huge step away from Minecraft over, like, in terms of event season, and the other games in general, like CS2, Straftat, even SCPSL, and just other cool games that I see come out over time, over the next couple of months or whatever. But probably not going to be new games. I'm really more of a retro game kind of guy, if you guys can't tell. All the games I just mentioned are, like, incredibly old, except for, like, Straftat, but even that is, like, a couple years old at this point. But yeah, I'm probably not going to be playing a ton of new games. Actually, that's not true. Well, this is also, again, not a new game. Okay, also, we're going to be getting into, more into Hitman speedrunning. If you guys have seen any of my content on that, that is very exciting, and it's going to be coming to this channel. I speedran one Hitman map already. We're going to be speedrunning more. And then also, I was just thinking about it. I just blanked. What is it? What is it? What else are we going to do? Oh, I'm forgetting. Wait, why did I forget right when I started talking about Hitman? Oh, yeah, Hogwarts Legacy. Guys, I don't know if you guys got this or not. Yeah, rip if you didn't, I guess. But, Hogwarts Legacy was available on the Epic Games Store for free around Christmas time, and I made sure to claim that. So I got Hogwarts Legacy for free. I haven't really messed around with it really at all, but I'm very excited to do that as well. We're going to also play some Hogwarts Legacy on this channel. And again, just other cool games that I have not had the time to play myself and show on stream and in videos. So I'm very excited for that. It's just not playing PokeMMO, just being honest. But yes, that's kind of my thoughts. In terms of like in-game PokeMMO, I already talked about that. And then also growing my cash stack back, like refocusing on PokeMMO. Growing back my cash stack, like I said before, I am kind of the brokest that I've ever been in this game for quite some time right now. In terms of my Pokeyen, my net worth has only gone up. Up. But my Pokeyen is the lowest that it has been in quite a while. So I am excited to also become richer in this game. And again, that'll just give me more flexibility in the future for next event season to come, and so on and so forth. And yeah, I guess also I'm going to be selling my investments around May and June time. I've talked about that a bunch. Just look it up on PokeMMO Hub, and you will see that I am correct about this. Mysterious balls and mystery boxes and lucky reds all kind of top out around May and June, so sell them then. I'll be doing that to make a lot of good money as well. And yeah, that's kind of my thoughts. But I'm very curious to hear what you guys think, what you guys are excited for. If you're going to be playing different games, if you're going to continue grinding PokeMMO like as hard as you are during the event, I kind of doubt that. But if you are, what you're going to be doing, let me know. Amazing tips for the off-season. I would prep a pumpkin team for sure. I would also recommend prepping a catching Breloom, Smeargle, Parasect for events. That's also a great point. I kind of glossed over that because I already have one, but that is a really good point, actually. And I actually usually talk about that in my event guides, specifically those Pokemon. Great call out. Breloom is the best general catcher. In general, that is like the best catching Pokemon. It does the most damage. It has access to Spore. It has access to Substitute even for like alpha catches, and has the most survivability with Toxic Orb. And yeah, that's a great call out. And then also Smeargle is the best Pokemon for specific catching. So the reason is it has access to Soak, which will change grass types into non-grass types, so Spore will actually work against them. If you guys don't know, Spore doesn't work on grass type Pokemon, so you can't put them to sleep accurately. So yes, Smeargle for that reason. And then Parasect because it is damp. You would want a hidden ability Parasect to prevent losing shinies that have access to self-destructing moves. That is actually a great call. And then one other one that I wanted to throw in as a bonus would be a hidden ability Spinda for catching alphas. If you're interested in catching alphas, if you're not, that doesn't really matter as much. But yeah, a hidden ability Spinda is the meta way of catching alphas by using skill swap. If you guys don't know, the hidden ability on Spinda is oh my god, what is it? Contrary. Sorry, is Contrary, which will do the opposite of whatever stat changes happen to the Pokemon. So if you guys don't know, when you're catching alpha Pokemon, after you start throwing balls at them, the alphas will start boosting their stats. If they are contrary, they will actually start lowering their stats, which both makes them less threatening and also increases their catching odds. If you guys didn't know, lowering a Pokemon's stats that you're trying to catch actually makes it more likely for you to catch them. So yes, hidden ability Spinda is the way to catch alphas if you're curious. But those 4 Pokemon, Breloom, Smeargle, Parasect, and HA Spinda, also HA Parasect, great picks for sure for catching. But yeah, I don't really enjoy catching Pokemon that much in this game, so I kind of glossed over that. But for new players, that's actually a fantastic tip for just catching Pokemon in general. When you have to catch for your Pokedex to be able to participate in 6-star raids and Red, that's the biggest tip, guys. For the off-season tips, that's the biggest tip, is complete the Pokedex. If you have not completed the Pokedex, you are unable to challenge Red, and you are unable to participate in 6-star raids. So that is like the barrier of entry to the late game. That's the tip. But so yes, catching Pokemon for that. And then also after that, beyond that, is for the next event season, like we talked about with Swarms. Swarms is generally, if not the best moneymaker, one of the best moneymakers in every single event. So you will need a viable catching Pokemon for every single event. So yes, that's actually a great tip that I left out. But yeah, that's kind of all my thoughts and tips. I'll make a video about off-season. Actually, I might just clip what I just talked about and just throw that as a video. So, great question, Rawi in chat. I appreciate that. I'm gonna grab my water. 2 seconds. It's right behind me. Okay. I just didn't grab this when I started stream because I'm a goober. But yeah, also guys, let me know. Please let me know. What other games are you excited to be playing during the PokeMMO off season? Do you expect to be playing less? I would expect that to be the case. Yeah, do you expect to be playing the game less? And what do you expect to be playing? What do you expect to be grinding in game if you are intending to continue grinding this game like full time? Or yeah, just give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts about that. Give me your thoughts about event season. Give me your thoughts about the off season. Are you excited? Are you sad the event season is over? Let me know. Let me know, man. Also, I've completely left out. Are you guys excited for Shiny Wars? That's actually a relevant thing to point out. Is that Shiny Wars is coming up in the summertime. So if you are a Shiny Hunter, that's an event for you. Awesome. And also, there's been rumors. Just rumors, guys. I don't know. but I'll lay out the logic. There have been rumors that this year's Shiny Wars will be a bigger event than just Shiny Wars and might even look more like a standard event, like Halloween, Christmas, or Lunar New Year. Again, just rumors, just rumors. The biggest reason why that is being rumored is that Keldeo is not added to the game yet. And we know for a fact that Keldeo is the next 6-star Legendary raid to be added. And since event season is over, it doesn't really make that much sense to add him to the game just randomly. So people are theorizing that Keldeo is coming to the game during the during Shiny Wars. Now, personally, I would be kind of disappointed if that were to happen, because that would be quite a long wait for Keldeo. I would love to see it happen sooner, but it does make sense. It's also a water-type Pokemon, and people were theorizing like a pool party or summer splash themed event for Shiny Wars, which would be incredible. That would be an incredible event. So look out for that. Look out for that. There's a event, even though event season is over, we still have Shiny Wars to look forward to, which is coming in the summer. And like I said, potentially could be a bigger event than just Shiny Wars. I don't really play other games. Uni keeps me busy, and I only play PokeMMO. Fair enough, dude. Good luck on uni. I actually have just graduated university. It's a grind, man. It can really like affect your mental. At least it did for me. So keep your head up, man, and keep going. That's a really, really cool thing to be spending your time doing, and I wish you the best of luck. Thoughts on Pat's boycott? I mean, okay. Sorry, give me 1 second to collect my thoughts. I agree with it, I guess. I won't be like actively, I mean, what's the, can you fill me, can I ask this before I answer? Can you fill me in on exactly what he's doing? Like, is there a set date? Like, don't play the game from this date until this date? Can you tell me about that? Or is it just generally stop playing the game as much? Because I would say if it, like, I don't know. I agree with what he's doing, as the biggest voice in the community, for English speakers at least. As the biggest voice in the community for English speakers, I agree that the overall negative community sentiment towards the devs and towards the direction that PokeMMO is headed is very nice for him to address and act on himself as someone who full-time job is playing PokeMMO. I would say that is brave and commendable that he would be doing that. At the same time, it's kind of funny after the entire rush of the PokeMMO event season, everyone's burned out, to be like, the boycott's starting, because I think the boycott is kind of coming anyway as like a natural consequence of event season burnout. Like, so I think it's kind of funny and kind of ironic, but I guess at the same time, I guess it's the perfect time to do it because everyone's already boycotting it anyway. But yeah, that's kind of what I think. He's not playing for a week or something. He wants alpha nerfs and dev blog. People have been asking for a dev blog for quite some time, and same thing with alpha nerfs. I don't really care about the alpha nerfs. Just being honest, I don't think that is as big of a deal as people make it out to be. I made a video about that. But I'm not opposed to changing my mind either. We talked about this before. I'm going to be keeping an eye on the Pokemon market throughout the off season, and if there is a time where I see like serious weakness in the market, then I will say so, and I will get on board. But how it is right now, I don't really find that complaint to hold a lot of water, to be fair. Just my opinions. But yes, I think the dev blog is great. People have been asking that forever. I think it's a reasonable thing as well to ask for. Because it doesn't have to be a big thing. I think I saw that video. I think that I saw that in this video. I don't think it's like that big of an ask or that big of a thing to do. It would be like, even if it was like once a month, I think people would want it more than once a month. If it was once a month, it would have to be more in depth. But if it was like once a week or once every 2 weeks, it could literally just be like bullet points of like, this is what we've been talking about and working on. And I think that people would appreciate that. I think it's very reasonable. And then also it allows community input on what the community wants, and if they agree with what the devs' ideas for changing in the future are, or if they disagree, it would allow much better discussion, and it would also allow the devs better access to immediate input on their like theory crafted changes, and I would hope that they would give that input some significant weight and consider that further changes. So yeah, I think that's very reasonable. The alpha nerf I just don't really care about. Okay, if there's an alpha nerf, the alpha nerf that I can get on board with is if there is one alpha encounter every real life day, not every in-game day. If that were to happen, that's fine. I don't really care. And I would also say that if that is to happen, if it is nerfed to one alpha every real life day, not in-game day, I would also expect for the time that the alpha was active to be increased by a significant amount. I would say even 3 hours. Like if the alpha was active for 3 hours once every real life day, I'm fine if they want to make that change. I don't think it's that important though. Yeah, the timing was weird. Some people think Pat is just taking a vacation and having an excuse of I tried to help fix the game. That's what I would say. Is why I was like kind of like laughing of like it's kind of ironic. Because like it's just a natural. That's just a natural consequence of event season burnout, as people will take a step back from the game. So, I mean, I guess at the same time, it's also a perfect time to, like, claim that drop in player numbers is the boycott, and people are... But I think it's also just... I think, honestly, the devs are going to see through that and just understand that this is event season burnout. So I think it's... I mean, okay... This is the problem, and this is why the boycott immediately shows weakness, and the devs will not take it as seriously. I'm just going to be honest with that. This is the reason why, is that you have chosen the time that people are incentivized to play the game the least as an active time to boycott. That is not a reasonable time to boycott. Like, if you want to, like, boycott something, that is not the time to do it. The time to boycott something, like, just, like, as a general thing, is when something is having a lot of promotion and, maybe a lot of controversy about that, and the people that are promoting it really want something to be successful and maybe need it to be successful. And again, that's why they're having this big promotion for some big event, and then you actively boycott the big event. You don't boycott a random Tuesday. You get what I'm saying? So like, it would be much more meaningful if Petrowski were to boycott Shiny Wars, for instance. If you were to boycott Shiny Wars, I think that people would pay a lot more attention. Choosing literally the actual deadest time of PokeMMO to boycott is quite a nothing burger thing to do, if you were to ask me. And it shows the exact weakness of the boycott, because the devs understand that the people boycotting and pushing back against them don't even have the strength to actively boycott a significant event or a significant time for PokeMMO. They're specifically waiting for the just general time that the most people are not playing in general, and just calling a break a boycott, like you were kind of saying. So I think that shows a lot of weakness in the boycott, and I think that will represent the effectiveness of the boycott being almost zero, if you ask me. But that being said, again, PokeMMO is Pat's full-time job, so just doing it in general is something to be commended. But yeah. Alpha nerf is so fake to BH, nerfing them won't make 31 IVs more expensive. I kind of agree. Okay, to be honest, guys, and I've talked about this before, I don't think alphas are a problem at all, because just like, people have talked about this before. People have come into my stream before and told me that people using like 10 accounts to catch alphas is destroying the 31 IV market in the game. And then I look at them and I say, do you actually think people are spending their time doing that? Let's be honest. Most players don't even catch alphas to begin with, because it's not worth their time and not worth the Pokeballs that they're throwing at the alpha. When the alpha is going to be, on average, around 20 to 30k, on average, right? If you get a good one, it's worth more. If you get a bad one, it's worth less. Around 20 to 30k. To spend a reasonable amount of time grinding it, and also a reasonable amount of resources in Pokeballs, throwing at it, it's just not worth your time. It's just not worth your time to catch an alpha. Yes, of course, it makes you more money than the Pokeballs you spend on it. But I'm talking about everything tied up. You have to think about opportunity cost. It's just not a good moneymaker. So people that are like allegedly using 10 accounts to farm alphas, they would be spending their time much better using those 10 accounts to farm gyms, which they do. And that's why the Scrappy nerf was talked about so much, is because that's an actual thing that people do to grind money on 10 accounts, is grind gyms. Not grind alphas. The alpha thing, it doesn't matter. I'm just being honest. Like, it is so overblown and people are so mistaken about it. It is not the thing that is affecting 31 IVs. The thing that would be affecting 31 IVs is the market becoming, I made a whole video about this, is the market becoming more efficient and the 31 IVs reaching their fair value price, which is set by the breeding braces. Okay? That is what's happening. It is, they are reaching their actual fair value price set by the bracers. And we talked about this before. I will be keeping an eye on this in the off season. And if we see the price of 3 times, 4 times, and 5 times natured final product Pokemon being valued lower than the cost it would take to breed them, which you can easily check on PokeMMO Hub, then that is time for alarm. That is not how it works right now. But then it would be time for alarm. Also, if you want to talk about things that are affecting the price of 31 IVs going down, in my opinion, Mysterious Balls are much more of a culprit than Alphas. Much more of a culprit. And the problem with that is that the fact that they have 31 IV Pokemon is baked into the price of Mysterious Balls and why many people hold them as investments. Yes, of course, the shiny rate. I understand that. But if you didn't have 31 IV Pokemon in the Mysterious Balls, they would not be as expensive because you're still more likely than not to pull a shiny, and then you have essentially wasted millions of dollars on nothing. So the fact that they have 31 IV Pokemon is important, and they have to have that, and it also goes into the price of the Mysterious Ball. So there's just no solution, because that is the thing that people grind every event is Mysterious Balls. That is the game mechanic tied into events of what like you should be spending your time on. You should be spending your time on grinding Mysterious Balls. Okay? So there is, like, if you ask me, like, there's not really a problem to be talking about, and there's not really a solution either, because this is just what it is. And also, again, like, it's fair. If you think about it like that, if you think about Mysterious Balls as the driving force of driving down the price of 31 IVs, it is a fair thing to do that, because they don't come out of thin air. You don't just snap your fingers and get a Mysterious Ball. Somebody has to actively grind them, and there is a limited amount of time when they can, aka event season. So, like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, when you pop a Mysterious Ball and you get a 31 IV Pokemon or a shiny, the effort that went into that, like, happened during the event season. Like, there was real life time and real life people, real life player actions that went into the possibility of you pulling a shiny or a 31 IV. Again, they don't just come out of thin air. So, like, they're just fair. So that's my thoughts on that. Okay, 31 IVs is a offer/demand problem. Too many coming in and not enough being used up. Yes, and again, we talked about this in my video, in my Alphas Are Perfectly Balanced video. Adding more endgame content and giving more reasons for players to breed new, unique Pokemon would help with using up 31 IV Pokemon, because the breeding system is designed for that. And then also, I wanted to say really quick, I'm guessing in Hurricane and Thunder. Wait, what was I going to say? Also, this is a natural effect of a Pokemon game. We talked about this in my video. The catchphrase for a Pokemon is gotta catch them all. Okay? So, a lot of people complain about this in terms of catching for profit not being viable, and my argument to those people is that it never should have been. Like, it was only viable because the market was inefficient and the player base was so small and uninformed that there were gaps, there was massive gaps in the market due to market inefficiency to allow catching for profit to be successful. If you actually think about it, it really shouldn't be. Okay, it is very likely to find a 31 IV Pokemon in the wild, and every single person, first of all, gets encounters, and second of all, catches Pokemon. Okay, the catchphrase is gotta catch them all. There is just naturally 31 IV Pokemon being brought into the game, again, whether through swarms, like we just saw during event season, which was, I was predicting the, for a Pokemon to get slightly cheaper right after event season, as you can no longer turn in swarm Pokemon, and people just caught a bunch of Pokemon, and undoubtedly some of those are going to be good species, like Monferno, and also have good IVs. So, like, it's just, like, this is just a thing that happens. And again, the bracers, this is why the bracers are so beautiful in this game. they help set the floor value. If there was bracers not in this game and the breeding system didn't work as it was, every single Pokemon would be completely worthless. However, they're not because of the braces, which it's just fair. The value, like the price for a Pokemon is just fair if you just look into it. But yeah, and that's a good thing. And that's a good thing. And again, like breeding for profit, or it's not breeding for profit. Breeding for profit is possible and is doable, which is important. But yes, catching for profit is not going to be that good. Again, it's still not dead. Of course, there's catching Dittos for profit, which everyone knows. That's the best Pokemon to catch for profit is Dittos. There's also specific species to catch for profit, like female Remoraid's or male Whelmers, and you can use Cute Charm to affect the gender roles of that. And so things like that, things like so forth, right? Where you have to use your brain a little bit and actually catch specific Pokemon, and you cannot just catch Rattatas on Route 1, obviously. Obviously, that's not going to be an effective moneymaker, right? And that's not a problem in the game. That's just how the game is, but that's not a problem. 1,000 RP is 1.5 million event is over. Do you think it's worrying? 100%. That is a much more substantial critique of the market in this game is RP. And we've talked about this a bunch on this channel before, and that's more indicative of egg shunters and the amount of people becoming egg shunters, and how egg shunting requires you to credit card swipe on this game, which is its own problem. That's more geared to that, which I don't participate in, so I can't give as much of an in-depth response on. But I would say that it's not, that is not indicative of the overall market. That is specifically indicative of the late game shunting market, which is definitely in crisis, and I feel for those people. But for the average player, that is not a huge thing to worry about. It's obviously not a good indicator. I'm not trying to say that, but yeah, just wanted to say that it is specific to a specific demographic of people, not the overall player base, because the overall player base is not swiping for RP or buying RP off the market in general. So there you go. I also think the community has become smarter about which 31 IV/natures are useful. 100%. Yes, that is 100% accurate. You're seeing Jolly not be priced expensively in this game, because the actual utility of Jolly as a nature, even though it's like, you know, technically one of the best ones, is not very high. There's not that many Pokemon in PvP that want to run Jolly over Adamant. In PvE, you almost never want to run Jolly over Adamant. And, yeah, that's just like, Jolly is just not actually useful. Again, there's of course specific scenarios where even raid Pokemon want to be Jolly, and especially PvP Pokemon want to be Jolly, but in general, it is not that useful, and so therefore the price has come down on that, as it should. Again, as it should. Either we need more reasons to breed up Pokemon, or we need a new sync for 31 IV if the goal is to increase the price of them. I much more agree with adding new 6-star raids, adding new late game content, and adding more necessity for variety of Pokemon. And I think PvP is a great thing for that. So like I would say, I don't know, adding VGC is great for that. Just making more reasons for people to breed good Pokemon is great, because I think the breeding system kind of solves that in and of itself. The breeding system is very good at removing Pokemon from the game. Again, right now, the markets are okay. I will keep an eye on that, and I'll like change my opinion if I'm presented with actual evidence that is true. But right now, I would not say that we're not removing them fast enough. I think that we're probably bringing them. Okay, let me put it this way. During the events, when we were grinding swarms actively, we were bringing Pokemon in faster than they were removing them. 100%. In the off season, I would suspect more people are breeding than catching. But maybe I'm wrong. That's, again, I've talked about the braces before. I've talked about the breeding system. It's beautiful. It is why Pokemon actually have value in this game. And right now, Pokemon are at around their fair value price. They're not under it, which would be concerning if they are under it. If they're significantly over it, that is a market inefficiency. That's not like the market being healthy. That's the market being inefficient. Which is fine. I think more people would rather make more money than less, but like that's not a sign of health. That's a sign of market inefficiency. Ditto boxes not getting cheap is worrying. That is also a reasonable concern. And I think that has more to do with being able to grind money slower than you normally would have a year ago, 2 years ago, or whatever. And again, I can't speak on this as much because I haven't noticed this honestly as much, because there's honestly been changes. Like for instance, these little pads right here next to the gyms, right here, this saves you time. If you guys are new players, you don't know that this is not like been in the game forever. This is actually a relatively recent change in PokeMMO, that you can skip the gym puzzle and go right to the gym leader. That was a change, so that actually made farming gyms quicker. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know exactly how accurate it is to say that farming money is slower than it was before. I don't know. People have been saying that though. Go check out like Minish's video if you want to see a more in-depth conversation about that. But I would say that has more to do with that. I would say that Ditto boxes are a great way of like, let me put it like this way. Pokeyen is like the dollar, and Ditto boxes are like gold, right? Gold has its own value, and you can measure the value of gold in dollars, whereas the value of the dollar changes over time. In the real world, it only goes down in value because of money printing, whereas in PokeMMO, the Pokeyen can actually become more valuable, which is interesting. So, but understand that Pokeyen, the value of one Pokeyen is variable, whereas the value of a Ditto box, I would say, is constant. So that measures the value of Pokeyen rather than the value of Ditto boxes, if you were to ask me. I would say that if Ditto boxes are becoming more expensive, that means that Pokeyen is becoming less valuable, which is not true actually, because Pokeyen is becoming more valuable because it's allegedly harder to farm. But you guys get my point? Is like, I think Ditto boxes is more of like, it's like gold, because people are always going to need it and people are always going to farm it, right? So it has more of a stable value and a direct value. So if the prices in that are changing, I think that it says more about the overall market, not about Ditto boxes themselves. Because I don't think Ditto boxes are really going to change in actual value ever. Like the value of a Ditto box is to egg hunt. Okay? The value of a Ditto box is to egg hunt. Yeah. And that's just always going to have value. So that's like, yeah. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? So you're saying that the Ditto boxes are becoming more expensive. Let me try to think about why that would be. I'm assuming, again, that ties back to my thoughts about egg shunters. This says more about egg shunters, right? Where there's more people becoming egg shunters as the lifetime of the game progresses, and as more players that stuck around become late game players in their area of expertise. For me, that would be like PvE. For others, that would be PvP. And for others still, that would be shiny hunting. More people becoming late game shiny hunters, which is egg shunters. So more people becoming egg shunters increases the demand for Ditto boxes and also lowers the value of RP, so each egg shunter themselves can buy fewer Dittos. That's what I would say is probably what's going on there. I don't think like Ditto boxes are like changing in actual value, but the price of them, like you're saying, is, and I would say that that's probably why, is that more people are becoming egg shunters, increasing the demand for Ditto boxes. The supply is not caught up. Also lowering the value of RP because more of them are swiping for it, and that's its own problem, is egg shunters. And again, I feel for them. I am not one, so I thankfully don't have to worry about that. And I would say that a large majority of the English voice of PokeMMO is late game shunters. So I would say understand that that's the perspective that that's coming from, that those opinions are coming from, and that is not indicative of the overall player base. In fact, it's quite a small percentage of the player base that is experiencing those problems. And I would say that that is exclusive to those players. We used to get more gyms per hour before anyway. Yeah, that's because of like strings nerfs and having to speak to the gym leader, right? That's why Rainer's world record is kind of set in stone, right? But yeah, I don't think it's like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Also showing where people are hoarding Dittos. That's, yeah, I mean, it's crazy that that's like happening this far in advance, but that's probably true. People hoarding Ditto boxes this far in advance, yeah. But yeah, I would say that those are the reasons for that stuff happening. But that is true, that you do still get less gyms per hour. And like we just talked about that. You can go watch Hi, I'm Rainer's video on YouTube. He is the world record holder for most gyms done in an hour. There's some caveats to that, but it's essentially that. Most gyms done in an hour. So shout out to him. Great PvE player. But yes, I know that that is a fact because his record is like essentially set in stone at this point in time. But again, I don't think it's that drastic of a change. Like we said before, there's been changes to gyms in general, one of which is again a fairly recent change, which I think people are not talking about when they're talking about gyms being changed, is the teleport pads. Look, like this. I remember solving this gym puzzle. Every time I would come to this gym, I remember solving the puzzle. So it is obviously faster to just go on this teleport pad. So like, there's just changes in general, some nerfs, some buffs, and I don't think it's like DEFCON 5, like people would have you believe, but it is true. It is a true thing to say that you can complete less gyms in an hour now than you could, for instance, a year ago. That's a true thing to say. That's a true thing to say. But I don't think it's like a massive difference, to be honest. So yeah. Other thing to point out for PokeMMO becoming more scarce is E4. E4 is cooked. I have been waiting for someone to talk about E4 and show like a new foolproof way of beating E4, and I have yet to see one. So there are valid complaints to grinding Pokeyen in this game becoming more difficult. There is absolutely valid complaints for that, which I think is I would say this is valid. I would say that we will see a new E4 strategy. We've saw a new red strategy. We're seeing new 6-star raids being added to the game, which you can grind for money if you'd like to, whether on a 90-day cooldown and selling the legendary, or by grinding the items and selling those. Like, there are more avenues for grinding money being added to the game, which is a great way. Like, it's a great start, but it's still a valid criticism. I do think that it will get resolved. I think a majority of this will be resolved. Of this complaint will be resolved when E4 is solved again, assuming that gyms in E4 and red do not get nerfed again. If it gets nerfed again, that is bad. That's bad, right? But at the current state of it right now, I think it's kind of fine. Like, we just did an hour of grinding, and I started on like 890 or 800k or so. It was like 890k. So we made over $500,000 in an hour. We made over, literally, right? I just did it live. You just watched me do it live. I made over 500k yen in an hour. So, you know. E4 is so cooked, 4 is doable, 5 is still not consistent. True, when they added Johto, we had 8 new gems to farm daily. Exactly. Then the TP pads were added, then tech speed slowed and got nerfed. So, like, there's just changes. Some are nerfs, some are buffs. You have to look out for. You have to, like, consider the whole story. There is an E4 strat in the works, says Drake Lewis 5. Super rough and unviable max 4. Okay, that's what Felicity was talking about. Okay, so very interesting, though. Thank you guys for putting me onto that. I will look more into that. If you guys have any links or anything, I would love if you could send that to me over Discord, and I can check that out. Otherwise, I'll just, like, search for it like on YouTube or in the forums or whatever. Or, yeah, but yes, I did not know about that. So thank you guys for putting me onto that. I would really, really appreciate if you could send me a link via Discord. My Discord is not linked in the description, unfortunately. It is linked in the channel description. But yes, I would really appreciate that. But thank you for saying that in general in the chat, so I have something more to look into and talk about. But yes, so yeah, and also guys, just welcome everyone to the stream, by the way. I just want to give some shout-outs because we just saw some very cool people in chat, by the way. I just want to say that. Jedge Guns was in chat. I don't know if he still is. Who got World's First in Virizion and has put out the best solve for Virizion, which I have linked in my video for Virizion. And Drake Lewis 5 in chat, which was credited on many 6-star raid solves. I believe, I don't want to misspeak because we just did Kabal and Terrakion, and I know you were credited on at least one of them. I don't mean want to misspeak, but yeah. So yeah. And also someone who has helped me out in the past with Virizion, actually. I think you were in the link for the Virizion video. Dracula, in-game name. So shout out to you guys. Ditto hoarding is mad annoying. It's just like, that's just how markets work. Like, you remember COVID when people hoarded toilet paper? It's just like, that's just how that works. What's the E4 nerf specifically? Is it the AI change where their Pokemon is tricked by choice items? That's exactly correct, yes. The E4 base, yeah, and just needs to be buffed. I've been saying this, dude. Okay. This is the change that I want to be seeing, that I would be so stoked about if I saw this added to the game, and I would be like, this is the devs moving in the right direction. 100%. E4 is, like, technically makes more money than running gyms, but it's just, like, not worth it if you ask me at the current stage. You should be paid appropriately for the amount of effort that you're putting in. First of all, for, like, the teams that you're making, and for having to actually use your brain and not just click eruption. E4 should pay better. 100% it should. I think most people get on board with this. E4 should 100% pay better. I have yet to ever make an E4 team because it's just never been worthwhile. Just genuinely. Like, look. See? This means I did it on my original playthrough, and I have yet to complete the E4 since my original playthrough. It's just genuinely never been worthwhile. Again, it will technically make you more money than gyms. But, like, if you ask me, I don't think it's worth your time. And worth your brain power, and worth making the new teams, and dealing with the inconsistent solves that are available right now. So, yes, E4 should make you more money. Also, what I want to see 6-star raids give you battle points. I've been saying this for a while. I think this is such a reasonable change to say, is 6-star raids should give you battle points. We want to see playing 6-star raids, which again are on a weekly cooldown. You cannot do just back to back to back. We want to see playing 6-star raids, interacting with up to 3 other real life people, and participating in one of the hardest PvE activities in the entire game to actually pay you money. Okay? We need to see 6-star raids have better payouts, because right now it's just the IV changing items, which are up to the whims of the market. The value that you get for beating a 6-star raid is up to what people will pay for the IV changing item, which, like, I'm not saying they shouldn't give us the IV changing item. They should also give us BP, a consistent source of money for doing the 6-star raids. That's what we need. We need BP at minimum 2,500 BP for beating a 6-star raid. We need that in the game. That would correspond to 25,000 PokeYen. It really doesn't make more than gyms, TBH, just because you're using items and revives. Exactly, like, yeah. E4 and permanent raids should get better rewards. 100%. 100%, dude. It's crazy, bro. It's actually really disappointing. The E4, like, that, okay, because, like, that's, like, we want to see a natural progression of money grinding in this game, and it's an obvious next step from gym running to do E4, and, like, it's literally just not worth it. Like, you're better off just doing gym running, and that's stupid, because E4 is, just more difficult. It's more difficult. It requires, like, more unique Pokemon, more unique strategies, actually thinking with your brain, and using items, like you said, using revives and so forth. It should 100% be worth your time, and it is unfortunately not. So that is, if we're talking about, like, the economy and money making in this game, I want to see E4 get better rewards, and I want to see raids give you at minimum 2,500 BP for a completion. I would love more. But yes, that's my thoughts on that. I'm going to quickly blow my nose on. We're going to come back on stream. I'm back. What's going on, everyone? At least for me right now, most of my money is coming from breeding mons for the 6-star raids and selling them for a premium. Yeah. I've been shouting that. I shouted that out in the past. I made a bunch of slow bros for Mellow Widow back in the day. But that is a great a great way of breeding for profit. That's another topic to talk about, actually. Really quick, hold on. Oh, man. Okay. But yes, thank you for saying that. Because people have this is the biggest complaint I see about 31 IVs is catching for profit, which we already talked about, and breeding for profit. And yes, it's difficult to breed for profit if you don't know what you're doing, but if you pick the correct and like actually good Pokemon to breed for profit, it is 100% viable. Like Drake Lewis just said in chat, breeding 6-star raid Pokemon, like that's a great thing to do. I've done that as well. 100%, 100%. I would also recommend, just for the sake of shouting this out, if you guys are interested in breeding Pokemon for for profit, this is something I wanted to shout out. We've been talking about this. Do this. This is a long-term thing, but so buy Excadrills and Amphiroses right now is the ones I would shout out the most, and also actually also Slow Bros. Where are they? Yeah, okay. So buy Slowkings or Slowbros or Slowpokes HA, and buy Excadrills HA, and buy Amphiroses or Flaffies HA. Okay. And these were just released in the Lunar New Year event. And so right now, the price for these is the lowest that they will be until next year. Okay? So if you want to breed for profit, do this. Caveat, I wouldn't recommend selling them for at least 2 months. So this is more of a long-term thing, but as you can see, I'm heavily prepared for this. And this is what I will be intending to breed for profit in the future. That's where all my money has gone. I've been setting up this money scheme. But yes, 100% tap into this. Buy hidden ability Excadrills, buy hidden ability Amphiroses, buy hidden ability Slowbros, and breed them for profit at least 2 months from now. I'm probably that's gonna probably when I start selling them, and I'll probably continue selling them up until like right before Halloween. Miancho HA will be super useful too, yeah, for raids, because it gets Reckless. So this will be the new best fighting type, physical fighting type for raids. As you can see, it gets Reckless. Powers up moves that have recoil damage, and High Jump Kick counts. High Jump Kick counts even when you hit it, which is 130 base power. It will get boosted by Reckless. So this will be the new best physical fighting type for raids. I don't know. You guys can give me your thoughts. Tied with Gallade, which is the best right now, with the Sharpness ability with Sacred Sword. But yeah, I would say Gallade, Sacred Sword can't miss. Mienshao has a 90% accurate move and a high jump kick, so that can miss. But you can, most of the time you're going to be using that under like Gravity or under a Sweet Scent, or you can even just give it a Wide Lens, so you can give your more powerful items to other Pokemon. But yes, dude, look out for that. Look out for that. Those specific Pokemon. And again, right now, they are at the lowest price that they will be. So, like, I wouldn't sell them right now. I would buy them right now, and then I would breed them at least 2 months from now. The longer you can wait, the better, assuming that you don't wait too long, obviously. And that's what I would say. Hidden ability Mienshaos are probably... Okay, yeah, hidden ability Mienshaos that are properly bred are going to probably see a top-out price around Halloween, when fighting types are very effective for like dark type raids, and then also in Christmas for like ice type raids. So yes, if you breed them and you are able to sell them that far down the line, you will make a ton of money, essentially. Probably like they'll probably be like worth $1 million, honestly. For like 2 times 31 adamant hidden ability, probably like $1 million at like minimum, honestly. So yeah, look out for that. I bought a couple. They're like, dude, hidden ability Mienshaos are like 5K right now. In fact, I might even buy a couple more. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. But yes. 1,000,000%. Okay, these are 15K now for a 1 times 31. That is actually worth it. If I can find one for decent defenses, I will buy it. 2827 isn't bad, actually, with a female. Buy this one. Can maybe give it... You can roll up HP or give it 31 HP. But yes, that is a great thing to do. Then I can also search for... Drop these out. And then go like 20s in defenses minimum. I don't know if I want to buy that. That's not bad. Go to 30. Let's do that then. Let's go up to 30, match 2. Oh, this one? Well, that's 40k. That's a good one. I can roll up the SPDF. All right. It's just looking at it as a better investment. I think this is true, but it's also another option. Yeah. The problem, so this is the problem. So, like I just showed, those are very cheap to buy. We've been keeping an eye on this. I would recommend all of them. It just depends on who you are and how much money you're willing to invest in this long term. Just Slowbro's HA are 220,000 right now for no IVs. So if you're willing to drop a bunch of money on that and hold it long term, good idea. I've only bought in a couple. I think I bought like 5, which is like $1 million. So I spent like $1 million on that. So yeah. But yes, I would also recommend just diversifying that, and I would not go hard into Slowbros. I would recommend getting all of the ones that I just mentioned. Obviously, HA Slowbros, Slow Kings, Slow Pokes, HA Executors and HA Amphrosis I think is the best. HA Mian Xiao or Mian Fus or whatever definitely has a place, and it's much cheaper to get into. Those are probably the 4. Is it possible that they will change the OT requirements for the next event? I doubt it. But it is possible, yeah. I've been talking about a stricter OT clause for quite some time now, actually. But I don't think it's actually coming. I think that they have hammered out what they want OT clause to look like. Because they also have access to backend information that we as players do not. So I would trust that they know what they're doing. Because the problem is you can't make OT clause too strict, because then that devalues Pokemon. Because then you cannot actually buy Pokemon to use if the OT clause is too strict. Okay, is there anything else that I want to do? I think that we might jump on a different game for the rest of stream. I think that's probably what I want to do. But that was fun. I really appreciated all of that conversation in chat. Some very good conversation that we just had. I appreciate that. Really quick, I just wanted to shout this out. This is something cool that we're going to be looking forward to. This is 2B2T. If you guys have ever heard about this, I've seen a lot of this content on YouTube, and so I wanted to play it for myself. I'm going to try to escape spawn. It says my queue is like 2 days long. I don't expect that to be true. I expect to probably queue in early this morning, as in like 3 a.m. early this morning, which I'm unfortunately going to be awake for because my sleep schedule is actually that cooked. So I'm probably just going to record that and make that a video, but I'm going to sit in queue for that. But in the meantime, I'm going to jump on Straftat, which is a very fun first-person shooter game, which is free to play on Steam. If anyone wanted to play with me or against me, open invite to anyone in stream. I'll show this off. I've showed this before. This is probably my favorite. This is my favorite first-person shooter. It is very, very fun, and I'm actually quite good at it. So I'm going to jump into some games of this. Okay, we're not going to play that person. And let's show this off because this is just a fun game. Yo, what's up, man? Okay. I would like to play 1v1s, though. But yes, if anyone wants to play me in chat, this is a free game on Steam. Feel free. Okay, I'm getting booted. I guess we're playing against... Okay, wait, who's this guy? Yo. When I said change, I mean, like, nerf, like, require more OT Pokemon.
Was on you, bro.
Okay. Sorry. I'm unable to use... Dash OT. No, they're not gonna nerf Star OT or like Asterisk Mons. That was actually changed to allow you. You did not actually used to be able to use Star OT Mons, and now you can. Hey, what's up, man? So that's not gonna happen. If they were to nerf it, I can see a stricter OT clause, but I don't actually think that's gonna happen. But it is a possibility. Ooh, I got cooked. 25 HP, okay. Pretty good, man. Ah! Okay, we're good. There's actually an AK up here. Dang. Okay, 1-0. I'm cooked. Dang, he's kind of cooking me. Okay, let me lock in. Let me lock in. Let me lock in. Let me lock in. warm-up round. Dude, okay, this guy's good. Okay, no, I'm gonna lose. This guy's actually good. That's okay, though. Damn, bro, you're cracked. Okay, we got him. Yeah, I have, actually, yeah.
Nice shot. Stop.
Oh, fuck. Oh, I dropped my gun. Damn. Dude, this guy's very good.
Nice. Close.
Yeah, you're kind of cracked, bro. Okay. Let's wait for some guns to come. What is this? SMG, we'll take it. Where is he? See him down there. Oh, I just dropped it. No. Okay, now there's everything flying. Is he coming up at me? No. Let's go up. I'll grab a shot. Give me the shotgun. Okay. Okay, we can try and... Let's do this. There's a minigun on this map. Oh, I'm bad. He killed himself. Okay.
Whoops.
No, I wanted that shotgun. I didn't get it. Dude, the guns are coming so fast. Give me that, give me that. Oh, I don't want to get hit by a minigun. No thanks. Dude, this guy's shitting on me. Bro. Gimme! Okay, we're good. Let's go down. Got him. Oh, okay, nice. 2-1.
Oh, good stuff, man. Nice.
Thank you, bro. Okay, elephant gun map. Give me that. Oh, I went up. Okay, I'm actually good with the elephant gun. Oh, dang! Dude, this guy's actually really good. Okay, nah, hold on. Let me lock in. Let me lock in, chat. Let me lock in. Oh my god. Oh! No, how did I miss? Oh my god. Oh my. Okay, let me focus up, dude. Fuck. Okay, hold on. Wait. I can win this. I can win this. I don't know. This guy's better than me. Let's be real. That's okay though. Got him.
Holy shit, that scared me.
You're going for a sniper, huh? I'm always going for sniper on this map. Oh fuck, he's coming with Flamberge. Whoa, I didn't even see you. Okay, I gotta lock in. I gotta lock in. Let's grab the Kanye. I don't know if he's going for sniper again or not. He's Flamberging! Woo! Oh! GG, bro. Alright, let's try to play this guy one more time. Dang, this guy's actually good.
Yeah, man.
This guy's actually good. Okay, hold on.
Fuck, I hate this map.
Good. Oh no, I dropped my gun like a goober. I was trying to hit the push to talk button. Holy shit. Fuck. He's low.
Shit.
Hold on, I gotta focus up. Dang.
Oops.
Okay. I've never played this map before. What? Okay, I don't know what that even is. There's guns down here? Bro, where are the guns? I saw SMGs over there. Dude, I didn't even know how to find that gun. Okay. Tough. Tough. Okay, this map. Let's focus up. There's a minigun. No! He's gonna snipe me! How are you not... How are you not dead? Close.
Fuck, nice.
Thank you, bro. That was close. Now let me get up here. Two one cat.
Fuck, I can't hit any shots. Good stuff, man.
Thank you, bro. Okay. No! Did he get it? He got it. I don't know how you get that from... I don't know how you get that from below. Dang, dude. I didn't get it. Please give it to me. Dude, I don't know how to get it from below. Fuck. Shit. Shit. Oh, okay. Tied up.
Holy fucking jump scare, man.
Nice grenade. 3-2, chat. 3-2. Let's lock in. Let's lock in. This guy's very good.
Thank you.
We're still doing well. Oh, I missed. Oh, I know I missed. No, dude! Fuck. Oh, no. I fell down. I missed again. Got him.
Fuck, nice. Oh.
Let's go!
Fuck, goddamn.
Dude, tied
Good
up.
shot.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Okay, tied up, chat. I'm gonna try to beat this guy. He's very good. Okay, pistol is not what I want. Dude, oh my god. I heard him. Go up, go up. Sawed-off shotgun. Wow. Oh, I didn't even know there's a sniper.
I didn't know. I missed that one.
I didn't even know there's a sniper on this map. You fell? Dude, oh, I didn't know. GG. I didn't know there's a sniper on this map.
I like your profile picture.
Thank you, dude. Yeah. No! Did he get it? Oh, he got it. No! Fuck. Okay. Oh, shit. Wow. I didn't think he could see me there. Okay, I got the beam low this time. Oh, he's pulling up on me? He tried it. Oh. No, that's so scary. No, you're gonna need to die. Oh.
Good stuff, nice.
Thank you. No. Oh, nice. 2-0. Dang. 2-0. Okay, I can win this map. I can win this map. I'm actually good on this map. Okay, well, that was not incredible. He's gonna nade me. Okay, that's not good accuracy. That's not what we need, chat! That's not what we need! 21 HP! Bro, he's up on the... No, chill. Get me up. Oh my god, get me up. He's nading. Wow, nice nade. Woo. Fuck, I'm 75 HP. Damn!
Damn.
Okay. I killed myself. GG.
Oh, shit. Damn.
Yo, you wanna try teams?
I'd be down. I'd be down.
Sweet. Yeah, no, you're really good, bro.
Man, it bounces between like playing well or like getting my ass fucked. There's no middle ground. Like it's rare to get like a good even game.
Yeah, I feel that. I think we're gonna cook people on teams though.
Possibly, I don't know. Like, there's been times where I'd play with like two other guys who are like the same level as me against one third guy who's just like actually fucking good, and we just get like fucked over and over again for like an hour or two, and then we all have to head off.
Sounds like a great way to spend an evening.
Honestly, yeah, it's fun. It's good.
No, I had that happen to me too before though. We were somebody accidentally changed the teams to 3-on-1, and the guy was like, "No, it's fine," and then he won. I was like, how do you even do that?
Yeah, fuck, man. Like, people get so good at this game. If you ever watch like the tournaments, bro, it's unbelievable.
No, I didn't know they had tournaments actually.
It's like there's a few Discord servers, and the people who compete in those, it's just like man, they could beat me without moving at all. Like on almost on every map that you can reach a gun, they would cook me without moving. It's crazy. Just the aim and the timing of everything is nuts.
Yeah, I feel that. Dude, that's the crazy thing. I think that's why I like this game so much, is the time to kill is like super fast, but your movement is really fast too, so it's like hard to hit shots, you know?
Yeah, facts. Like the movement in this, I love it. I really, really enjoy it.
I think it's fun as a new player too. Like you can just grab a shotgun and then just whiz around the map and like try to stay alive. But obviously that's not the best way of playing.
Yeah, I've found it. Like a lot of the time, I'll get in like a free for all 4-player lobby, and you can just like, even not taking it seriously, it's super fun. Even like just trying to pick up the like the repulsors and just get people. It's still so much fun.
Dude, taser and repulsor is like so underrated though.
Hello. Yeah, facts. But I enjoy it. I like taser and procs, like that one map.
Yeah. Alright, we're waiting on one person. We're gonna jump in. This should be fun, guys. I actually really like this game. And we actually found a pretty chill dude who's very good at the game. So I think we're gonna rip teams for a while.
For a fourth, and then we'll get into it, King.
Nice skin, bro. Very chill. This guy's probably good, just based on looking at him, to be honest. He's probably pretty good. I still think we're gonna rip on teams, though. Ping's a little higher than I'd like, but it's not terrible. I think he's Australian.
Man. There we go.
Are you Australian?
You want to just play on different teams and start it up?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, I figured, yeah.
You from... You're from America.
Yeah, I am. Oh. Oh! Bro, I got pushed off.
Shit. I've got a good mate from Colorado who sounds similar to you.
Oh, fuck. Bro.
Fuck, I didn't see. Good shot.
I actually went to school in Colorado.
Nice. Fuck. Good shot.
Dang.
Bro,
No way! Okay, I solo, it's okay.
Wait, let me change. Wait, we'll exit out.
Alright, good luck, good luck.
Sorry. Sorry, guys.
Got one.
No way! Fuck! I thought I got you. Nice shot.
Ooh, carried. We carried. It's all good.
Yes. Thank you, lasagna.
Got you.
Fuck!
1-0. 1-0, chat.
Oh,
1-0.
you're carrying me.
I had to lock in, bro.
Hell yeah.
Okay, let's go up and get sniper. Oh, I went the wrong way. Oh, shit, I'm cooked. Oh my god, I thought there was a sniper up here. No.
That was stupid. That was stupid.
I didn't hit a single shot, bro.
That is my bad.
You're good, bro. Alright, let's go up. No! Oh my gosh! I just got cooked.
Damn.
Nice shots, guys. There was a sniper, I just went the wrong way. Oh! I almost killed myself. Almost got him. Is there a team attack?
Yeah, there is team damage.
Okay. I'm gonna have to lock in. Grenade was not the play.
He's directly opposite the map to you.
Shit.
Fuck, he moved. Sorry.
All good. Okay, rocket launcher map. I'm not good at these. Oh! Yeah, I died immediately. I legit died immediately. Right, we trust the team on this. He's got it locked in. No, these guys are actually good too, though. I thought we were gonna like actually rip, but it's not seeming to happen.
How the fuck? Oh.
Dude, we're getting actually kind of shit on. It's okay. I missed. No! He just pulled up on me. Oh my god. No, dude. Oh my gosh, these guys are good. These guys are actually good. Oh, nice, dude. I'm 7 HP, brother. That's crazy. You got him.
Come out, please.
Ooh. 82 HP, grenade launcher. He's probably gonna grab the sniper. Sniper's very good in this game. Nice.
There we go.
Okay, 2 to 3. I'm gonna have to start carrying my weight here a little bit. Oh, let's just go up, I guess. Bro. Oh, yeah, it's over here. Gosh dang it, man. Gosh dang it. I'm just getting murdered.
Nice.
These guys are very, very good. Oh! I think I'm gonna get killed if I... Yeah, I'm dead. Come on, man! Oh my god. Chat, I'm getting shit on by these guys. It's so frustrating. The taser.
Holy shit, that had some range on it, man. Good taste.
Taser combo's crazy. These guys are good. GG, bro. Dang, bro. Okay. Alright, let me lock in. Let me lock in. Fuck! I'm getting killed immediately! I'm getting killed as soon as I boot into the game, dude. Oh my god.
What the fuck? How'd the procs not get you?
No! Okay. Okay, sniper map. Let me lock it in. Let me lock it in. No! Dude! Instantly! Killed it instantly! Oh my gosh, it's so frustrating. There's a minigun on this map too, okay. Literally just killed it instantly. Oh my god. Alright, see if the teammate can clutch. Oh. Nice, bro. I'm getting carried. I actually have to lock it in. I actually have to lock it in. Okay, got one. GG.
Hey, nice, man.
Okay, another sniper on this map too. Oh! Okay, I got shotty. Okay, we got both snipers. Got one.
I shot this. Good stuff, man.
I'm trying not to get carried. No! No! I'm dead. Oh my god. Get me up.
Damn! Nice shot, Lefty. Bro, fuck. Good stuff.
Yeah, these guys are good. These guys are really good. Let's go up. They're gonna just beat me there. Oh, I thought I had him. Got one.
Nice.
Let's go. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Okay. Oh, this map. No! This map is so scary.
Hey, fuck. Yep.
No! Bro.
Damn, okay.
I killed myself twice. That's my bad. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh no.
Nice, good stuff.
Dude, I barely survived that. Holy shit. On me!
Oh, the song you got me on.
I think I did. My bad. Okay, got one. Nice.
Yeah, we get that. We get that.
Wow, that's crazy.
Holy
That
shit,
was
I put
crazy.
25 bullets in you. How are you alive?
Oh, probably fucking dead. What? Oh, he's behind me. Fuck. He's behind me. Shit.
Fuck, nice.
3-3. Okay, lock it in, lock it in, lock it in. This map. Okay. Oh my god, I'm 25 HP off rip.
Fuck. Good job, Snap.
How did you hit me, bro? Okay.
Oh, fuck, he was still alive. I thought you got him. Oh, my bad.
GG. These guys are really good. These guys are really good. Okay. We're in a lobby of just really good players in general. Okay. Okay. See if you can clutch. Not quite.
Fuck, nice shot.
I didn't really help him out there, though. Dude. Holy smokes.
Damn, fuck Lefty again. Nice shot. He's on top.
Oh. Damn. No, I don't want to die. No thanks. Oh. Dude, I'm just I'm getting shit on in this lobby, bro.
Fucking hell, Snap. God.
Okay, spamming mines. Okay, got one, got one. Dude, he's so good with the mines. He's actually so good with the mines. I've never actually seen someone play with mines like this. He's actually dirty with the mines. He's actually dirty with the mines. He's half health. Nice. I know there's a Webley on this map. I might have to push for that. I'm already half fucking health. I don't want anything to do with those people. I want to get up top. How the hell do you get up top? How do you get up top? I didn't even know you could do that. Oh, we're using that? Use that to get up? I see. Oh, there's a Webley up there. But how do you get him, like, all the way? Yeah.
Fuck. Was the stylus? No way. Oh, good stuff.
Too low. Kind of getting ripped. Oh my god. Got one.
Nice shot, lefty. Fuck.
Okay, I did get to AK this time. Got one.
Damn, nice.
Okay. I need to get up. Okay. FG got me. They're low health. Okay, nice, nice, nice. He's on 25 HP. Nice.
Ooh, fuck yeah.
2-1, 2-1, 2-1. We're locked.
Thank you.
Shit, man. Ooh, get out. Nice.
Love it.
Okay, I got one.
What the fuck? How did that not get you? That's crazy. Ah.
2-2. 2-2.
Fuck, we're at then.
Oh, wow. Okay. Oh god, I'm gonna fucking die. Oh, he's up top.
Up top, up top, up top. We fuck, I can't believe I could. My god, embarrassing. Jesus Christ. Thank you, lasagna.
Got you. Oi!
Fuck.
Okay, got one, got one. Fuck. Okay. Okay, tagged him. Wait, did I get him? No.
Fuck's sake.
What a grenade. What a grenade. These guys are actually cracked. Oh, man.
Man, I don't know how the fuck you boys have this level of movement. It is nuts.
Yeah, y'all are cracked. Dang, dude. Try it again, I guess. Oh god. Oh, we won? Okay. Sick. Got one.
Shit.
Damn it, man. How do you get up? Fuck!
Sag. Damn. Nice.
Behind you, behind you.
Fuck, I ran out of ammo. Oh, they're both together, pushing at the same time.
Got him.
Holy shit. Bro.
Let's fucking go.
Nice, man.
Let's fucking go. Okay. I was locked on that round. How am I missing? How am I missing that? How am I missing that?
Fuck, that didn't one shot. Oh, that's annoying.
Fuck. Fuck.
Fuck, nice, boys.
Okay. Shit. Shit. Nice.
Fuck, nice.
Okay, well, fuck me, I guess.
Oh, fuck, okay.
I like that play. I like that play. Come the fuck on, man! Oh my god.
No way, I missed all of those. That's crazy.
Dude, they're so
Damn.
fucking fast. Come on, man. I hit him twice. How is he on 75 HP? She's on 50. Oh, it's brutal.
Fuck's sake.
Damn.
Fuck. What?
Okay, got one, got one. Hold on. Nice. Nice. Oh, I fucking died. Damn it.
Elite clutch.
Dude, how am I losing that? How am I losing that? W. 1-0.
Fuck.
1-0. Oh shit, I don't have a fucking gun yet. Take the taser, I guess.
No fucking way, what? Oh.
Damn it, man. Ah! Nice.
Fuck, he was on 11 HP. Crazy.
Okay, got one. W. Actually a massive W.
Ooh, nice.
Okay, got one, got one. He's 25 HP. Lock it in. Lock it in. Come on, you clutch these, you clutch these. Oh, on your right. Get him! Oh, I need one good shot. One good shot, he's dead. Grab AK and spray him down, I feel like. Nice.
Ooh, yeah.
2-1.
Alright.
2-1, y'all. We're locked. We're locked. Okay, they spawn me right next to an AR-15. We'll take it. How am I missing all of that? Holy.
Damn. How many arrows do you boys have? This is fucking. This is crazy.
Yeah, they're very good. Damn, dude. 273. Good lord. I got like maybe 50, maybe 75.
That kind of makes sense. I'm like 60.
Okay. What? Yeah, damn.
Fuck, no 1v1. Oh, I believe.
I'll give you out. What have you won? Oh, clutch it.
No fucking way! What the fuck? I thought I got you like 5 times. Damn.
Dude, that's so brutal. Fuck, man. 1v1 situation. What's up, chicken tenders? Welcome to the stream.
Yeah.
I just lost again. GG, y'all. I'm not gonna keep playing that. We're just getting shit on. I'll jump into Hummus Dad's free for all. Yo. I think this is probably gonna be the last match of the stream. That was fun though. They were ripping us apart there. Let's play one more game. And then I'm gonna end stream. Go eat some food. Okay. Gun. What the hell is this? Bayshore? Is this just the game mode? Is we're just only playing with Bayshores? Oh no! Well, I'm dead. Okay. I think this is modded or something. Or it's just like not vanilla. Give me one, please. No, I'm gonna die. Got a hit. Wow. Bobby's cooking. Okay, I'm actually not gonna play this. Okay, here we go. God. No. Bro, I don't know. Okay. Okay, just got banned from that lobby. Incredible. I don't know. Should we keep playing? I don't know. Yo. Okay. Alright, I mean, I guess that's the stream. Dang. How are we doing on this queue timer? It's super long. Okay. I'm going to end stream. I hope you guys had a good time. Hopefully you guys have a good night as well. I'm going to see you guys later. Peace out.